Hello everybody, welcome back to Frühling episode 98. I do have the disc down here ready to go. We're going to do that later on in this episode, but first things first, it's about time we get that fertilizer pallet back up to our farm because it's been sitting down here. Oop, 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 oop. Of course there'd be a car there. Back it up. And then we can get this into our seed room storage. On the previous episode, I do want to apologize if it did make it to air and I didn't delete it. I was having some issues with the microphone. For whatever reason, it was like my input was too high. I do use OBS to record, but it looked fine on OBS. It was actually the input in Windows itself, which was too loud on the mic, and then it was maxing out. Probably didn't sound the best. I'm sure I did the best I could for you guys to make it sound decent for you, but it is what it is. We have these issues. We got to keep on rolling with the punches and go from there. So the agenda for today's episode, we do want to buy that new slurry tank. I'm actually gonna have to sell our old one too, I guess. Let's see, was that the same? Yep, the Corvette. We can set it right in front here, I guess. Alright, that is done and out of the way finally. I think what we'll do is send the forklift back down on a worker so we can go ahead and get our slurry tank hooked up. I think there was a little bit in that slurry tank, so I don't know if I should try to... I wonder if we can transfer. That is a good experiment. Can he handle it? Looks like he's going kind of slow. Better safe than sorry, I guess. He'll get there eventually. Alright, so let's jump into the New Holland. And we'll grab our slurry tank. Our transportation tank is full as well as our shed here from the cows when we had them. They kind of maxed out everything we had, and I believe I topped up this slurry tank here too. Yes, we did. So let's try to transfer this into the new tank. I'm pretty sure we probably can, but I'm not absolutely sure. It's a mess, but they're gonna have to buy it from me like this. We could probably clean it up for them, but we ain't gonna worry about that. Oh yes, this guy is being very cautious, making sure not to hit anything. We'll see you in 2 weeks. Alright, let's do some shopping. And I was browsing through these earlier, and I think the one I want to go with, it has to be still small so we can get under our overhang. These both have a 15 meter working width. The difference is that one holds 18, this one holds 15. I think we're going to go with this one. And what I wanted to do is put the manure sensing on. So that should give us exactly, if I'm not mistaken, exactly what we need for our field per the crop. Let's see, tires. Let's do Michelin. Alright, buy $88,000. We can definitely afford that. And I guess we can leave this one in the trigger, because that's where we're going to want to sell it. But let's see if we can transfer what we have into our new tank here. I don't want to waste it, but it would save us from having to use the old system. Alright, let's see if we can offload that. We can. Alright. There we go, 8,200. So glad we were able to do that. And we can say goodbye to our farm tech. Again, the thing that wasn't so great about that, we couldn't put the sensors on it. Let's repaint it, and then we will air it, and then we'll sell it for 15,000. Done. And then we'll top back up at the farm. And I don't know if that'll make us the whole field or not, but we'll find out. Forklift is still on the way. He is getting paid by the hour, so I don't blame him there. Alrighty, let's top this thing up. And we'll see how much room we have left in our silo here. Oh, that's the other thing too. Now that we sold the cows, we have to come over here to see what we have. Okay, slurry. So we still have 48,000. And we're holding 15. We still have plenty. These tractors might just be a little bit small for this thing. The good thing about this is we can see exactly our working with, which is nice. Let's see here. We have to turn the sensors. Okay, we don't turn the sensors on, it looks like, so let's go ahead and turn it on, drop it down. And see what happens here. We should be getting a good reference. Just come around here a little bit. Alright, so let's just stop there for a moment. Okay, so actually our nitrogen, we're still not getting what we need. It just says okay, even though we have a reference. It's putting it down at orange. Why? Is it purposely wanting to do 2 applications or something? Alright, so I went up ahead and grabbed the 7R. We're going to try something here. This was the tractor that I do have the crop sensors on the tractor itself. So maybe then it'll know that it has to put more down. So let's turn on crop sensor. Let's see. Okay. And then we'll get this folded out. We'll see if anything else happens here. So it still looks orange, which is the same it was doing before. Yeah, we're just okay. So we would have to do another application. Very interesting. I was hoping that this would just use more and then we wouldn't have to worry about it, but evidently you can't do it all in one go. Alright. Hello. We're not getting our whole nitrogen coverage. I'm sure glad we did upgrade because this made this job go a little bit quicker. Alright, now I don't know if I can send him up here. That would be great. There we go. Is he gonna try to take the bridge? Or is he gonna... He has to take the main road, I would think. Yeah. No, he's gonna try to take the bridge. Well, he's nuts. Well, hopefully he don't get hung up. I didn't know that was programmed into this map. Alright, let's go ahead and top this back up with slurry, even though there's not much that I used, I guess, but we'll fill it up. And then we can park it under. And then I go ahead and fill that transportation tank too. This should fit under here quite nicely, I think. It looks like it's got plenty of clearance. Alright. So yeah, so what I think we'll do, I'll leave the 7R over here. We can actually use our manure here for our second application next month, I think. And then we'll go ahead and top this up as well. And then we'll just leave it in our lot. Probably wouldn't want to do that in real life, because there's no agitation. It would probably get really nasty in the tank, but... yeah, because this was the last time we were slurrying too, I believe. Alright, how much is left in the pen? 17,000, so yeah, we were able to bring that down quite a bit. Alright. Now while we're up here, I'm just curious how well our horses are doing. 43, I still have a little bit to go yet. But we will be selling those at the end of this year here, so... sheep will sell next month. Alright. So now... oh yeah, let's get this forklift out of the road. Alright, now we can take down our cultivator here and get cracking on those. The sun is going down. We'll get this last job done here before we close out April. Let's just see how well this will work. Oh, looks like we'll be alright, I think. And actually, wow. 11 miles an hour, too. This actually ain't gonna take us that long at all. Alright, so I'd say between last episode and this episode, we've had quite the productive April month. Lots of stuff to get done here. So I'm not totally sure if we're supposed to be like right up on the vines. If that was the case, then we have to go down each row twice. I just went down the middle. I don't know how... if anybody knows in the comments, like, is that big of an issue, or can you just go down the middle? I think a lot of people just call it good going down the middle because it gets to be a lot to do as it is. Alright, that's a job done there. So we'll get this taken back down. And then I think we're going to go ahead and advance to May. Set this right here. Yeah, and we should be good to go, I think, for the next month. We'll see if that grows up right away. Alright, let's go to, yeah, we can do 8 p.m. I think, or a.m. excuse me. Now I believe this is the month where we start getting 100% income on our renewable energy farm. Took a year to get it paid off, and I think we're paid off now. Okay, so I think... oh, that's right. We don't have to worry about weeds on 15 because we plowed it. I thought we were going to have to do that. I forgot all about that. So, well, this says it needs plowing. Oh, that was just, yeah, I guess that answers the question. It's whatever is there. because I did do that little bit of strip there that we did. See, now I think we'll have to mulch before we harvest. I'm not absolutely sure. They are coming up nicely. See, it's May here. Is 4... Where is 4 at? Got another month or so yet on that. Probably 2 months, I think. That was wheat. Yeah, and wheat will be ready in July. Okay, so we do have a couple sales to do. We're going to sell our wool. We can actually sell our sheep too, because they'll be... This was the last time we were going to do that. And our fabric is ready to go as well. So wool to the farmer's market. We'll do that first because the price is going down. So is fabric, but we do have a little more leeway, I think. And let's go to our productions. Turn our cheese off. That'll be ready to sell in October. Turn our fabric off. And that's, yeah, the only thing we're running now is lettuce. And I'll just let that go. We won't worry about filling up with water. Let's see here. We need our wagon. And then our forklift, which is right there. I guess we should start with the fabric first because the forklift is on the way. Maybe we can send that down there. Let's try that. Actually, if we can send it down there, let's bring it this way and we can do the wool first. Hopefully it goes faster than the last driver we had. And I'll grab the Vultra here. And we'll grab the flatbed. Looks like the crop is coming up nice here on 15. Our oats. What is our yield? We should probably actually get some more nitrogen on there too. We can use some manure. Okay, yeah, he was hauling ass. Alright. Be a lot quicker to use the forklift than it will be to try to stack this by hand. It looks like... Oh yeah, there was one more square to go on the wool, but... Should be able to get 4 on at once here. Now, I guess I should probably use our Kubota a little bit before we end this series too. It's been sitting down here. I was using it for the hay, but we don't need, or excuse me, the grass to feed our sheep. But we no longer will need it because we'll sell our sheep here. Okay, I'm trying to get away from that light because I know that causes an issue. Let's try that. I think it's a little bit of at an angle, but we'll give it a shot. If we can do 4 at once, that's a lot of wool. But it shouldn't take us no time at all. Ooh, yeah, that's heavy. We're gonna have to double stack here too. Alright. Oh my god, that is a lot of wool. I don't know if any fell off here or not. I was determined not to come back for another trip, so we went 3 high. And I had to do another layer and back, and that's 3 high. This is massive load. Okay, so... how much sheep do we end up with? We must have a completely full 100 out of 100. They're worth $1,000. Is that a piece, or is that... yeah, that's a piece, I think. Wow. So we're gonna go ahead and say goodbye to these guys. It's been nice knowing them. Alright, there we go. All sold. How much money did we get for them? Let's double check. Animals sold 91,000. Wow. That's pretty damn good. I can already feel the frame rate's a lot better as soon as they're gone. Alright, so let's go ahead and strap this in. I hope that back stays. I think I did this once before on the far back end. Ooh, yeah, we're gonna have to get a different tractor, I think. Alright, we're almost there. I did realize I made the mistake of not lowering our 3-point back down. Our spear, if you will. Kind of balances load out a little bit better now. Since it's sitting a little lower. Alright. 47,000 liters of wool. Let's get this sold. It's gonna be hard to get it all in one go. But we'll get a total here once we're... Wow. And I do want to make sure we didn't drop any pallets along the way. I think they were all sticking pretty good. Alright. Just a few more here. Toss this over here. Alright, so what did we get for our wool sale? Sold wool. It even has its own category. 167,000. Wow. Man, I think we're going to push 3 mil before the end of this episode. Get this in here somewhere, I think. Oh yeah, one thing, let's double check and make sure we didn't drop any pallets anywhere. I don't see the wool category on here anymore, so we must have got them all. And now we have our fabric. That's going to be going to the supermarket as well, I guess. Okay. That should be it. Probably should have stacked a little bit more in back, but I tried to even it out a little bit. So I think what we'll do is leave this down here. We're going to need it for the cheese when we sell that in October. And let's head off to the supermarket. Try something different. We'll try backing it in here. See if we get it all in one go. There we go. 184,000 and then a $5,000 environmental score. Wow. That is awesome. Okay, so I think that will do it for us on this episode. And on the next episode, what I want to do is we're probably actually going to stay in May. We'll get this 15. We'll take the manure thrower on there. We'll hit that. And we'll see where we're at with the grapes. I think we will have to spray those at some point here. Harvest for those will be in September or October. And then we could probably, since we're going to have some downtime, go ahead and buy these 2 grass fields, hit those. Those will be done. And yeah, we're going to be wrapping up the series pretty soon here. So thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you on the next one, episode 100 coming up.